So it really helps if you push record. We are on the road, and the man, the amazing driver that he is, navigating all the traffics. I don't even have on earrings yet, but we've been having healthy snacks. Well, we added on a Coke. What was it? A frozen Coke? A frozen Coke, just for good measure. Vacation, right? And we're close to picking up our very honored guest. We can't wait. So, more to come. Checking in. Okay, beautiful people. So, if ever you find yourself in the great city of Austin, Texas, this stop is a must. Epoch Coffee, best chai latte on the planet. And, oh my gosh, I love everything that they stand for, their vibe, their everything. You're just going to love it. Never had something there I didn't love. And of course, it's a fan fave of the family. So, back on the road again, and you will notice the topography is changing a bit. Traveling through small town Texas, all the cute squares, houses, neighborhoods, the fields filled with hay bales. Got some hills now that we're experiencing on our windy roads, the lush fields, the cattle, everything that makes Texas the great state that it is. And look, we are arriving at our most favorite gingerbread house on the planet. And I have some notes for y'all so that you are in the loop. Now, I will tell you, small disclosure, you're going to want to stay tuned till the end because there are some crisp, clear photos of every single room. No boxes, no nothing, just the bourgeoisness of it all. So this beautiful Queen Anne home was built in 1898. And it's actually for sale. So this is the coolest thing about this house, I think, is the story behind it. So one of my besties, Roxanne, lives here. And she had been drawing this house since she was a little girl. And more than 10 years ago, she was actually traveling through Texas, doing some business, and happened upon this house, taking several wrong turns, right? Isn't that sometimes how God gets us exactly where we need to be? And stumbled upon this home and was like, oh, this is the house I've been drawing since I was a little girl. Drove up the driveway just like we did. No one was home. And she left a note on the back of her business card for the owners and said, oh my gosh, I'm so interested in this home. Please call me. Would love to talk to you. Which, of course, they did, and they were not interested in selling. Sorry about my pretty little fingernails y'all keep seeing there as I point out different things. But upon a further inquiry, sometimes persistence is our very best friend. The owners decided, indeed, to accept her offer. And so it became hers, or as so many of us feel, it became ours. Because this home has provided the richest memories for me, my daughter, for so many of Roxanne's girlfriends, business associates, community, of course, her family. We have had fun gatherings here. We've had workshops. We've had an amazing pumpkin patch they did the first year. This house has been a safe haven for us in really tough times. It has been the sweetest vacation spot. As a matter of fact, we found ourselves back here again because when my girlie was going to be able to make it back to Texas from the Northeast, she said, what if we met at Roxanne's? My daddy even came up to join us. She's just that kind of girlfriend that you can come and invite anybody you want. Just come with me. So keep in mind, these video you're seeing right now is the house in process as she started packing up with it being for sale. But this was her good morning note to us in, I don't know what we would actually call it. I call it the coffee room / bar area. But you can tell she has it perfectly set for guests with the coffee, the tea, the adult beverage, the water station. I love the woodwork in this house. It's just exquisite. Like I said, it was, of course, built in 1898. So not only was it built by master craftsmen, it has been restored by master restoration craftsmen so that it is the original. My Aunt Claire used to have these same crystal doorknobs and drawer pulls. I love this cutout barrel that was redone into a little wine holder, if you will. And so everyone goes in this room, no matter what the reason, what beverage you may be searching for. This is the kitchen where all the deliciousness happens. And the tile work, the ceiling, it's so bright in here right now, it's hard for you to probably see, but again, the woodwork and the drawer pulls, it's just the perfect place, not just to cook, but with that huge island and then the bar stools on the other side. You can see my favorite sweater laying over it. The perfect place to gather for yummy treats, for coffee breaks, beautiful painting that's brand new, that one of her sons got her as a surprise from a recent trip. The butler's pantry. So again, the gorgeous, the ceiling tiles as well as the woodwork. And then the storage is outstanding. So like I said, it kind of holds the microwave, extra everything. This then is the office. Of course, it could probably be anything, but this is what she uses it for. And again, the beautiful antiques. So she mixes the practical along with the stunning original pieces. You can see back there that covers that whole back wall. And so much storage, but in the most beautifully fashioned ways. So we do have some boxes happening here. You'll again see the pictures of the most pristine dining room if you stay till the end here. But the colors of the paint, look at the border and the crystal chandelier. Of course, the windows themselves, stained glass mixed with just the impeccable wood and window setup for the best views. Fireplaces in every room, you guys. It is just so stunning. Now, this room she uses often to paint in. You can, as well as, it's just a great little sitting room with another fireplace as well. But you can tell she's working on, this is from a building that's being restored in town in Dublin, Texas. And they're having her recreate, what is the name for it's like the medallion, that goes over the lighting. Some more artwork you can see there. Again, the gorgeous borders. The ceiling is different in every room, along with the lighting. Another fireplace there, you notice. They're big on games. They even have a poker tournament every single year for the family. So this is actually the entrance. And so you can see a beautiful round pedestal table there, along with the piano. Yet another fireplace, and this staircase is just stunning. I know of several brides who have used it for their bridal portraits. Of course, at different times of day, the lighting is different, and you can tell again, even here in the staircase, the woodwork and carving is just stunning. You're going to see the pillars here in a moment that crown the top of the stairs. So gorgeous. And then this is a cozy studio up here at the top with cream leather furniture, of course, a TV, and that is stocked with fun games and puzzles underneath. And as you can tell, this is also Roxy's painting area. She's a beautiful artist, you guys. You can see one painting there, and this brings so much light in with this stained glass. It's the perfect place because, again, at different times of day with different lighting, her creativity soars. You probably have creatives in your life that same way. And so it's always set just like this. She's either in process of something new, or she pulls something down to add or take away. This is one of my favorites that she's done as well. Her creativity knows no bounds. This is another fave of mine, the bicycle. It's just such a happy spot. It looks like we're ready to hop on it on some island, right? And just ride the whole island and explore. So this room, you'll really see a gorgeous view of it towards the end where the windows are open. My sweetie girl was using this as her little escape. And so this is her granddaughter's room, actually. And it's turquoise walls. They do plenty of dress up, as you can see there, ready on the coat rack. Yet another fireplace. Kitty cats abound. It's a happy place for all the animals. Horses, bunnies, turtles, dogs. Okay. So, like I said, happy place for humans and animals alike. I just want you to be able to see the carving. It's so exquisite. Now, this is Roxanne's bedroom, and boy, it lets in the most light. So if you're a great person of waking up with the dawn, this is the room for you. Love that tile that goes around the chandelier there up top. Another fireplace. She has also put her easel in here because it makes such a great spot with the lighting. Love the color of these walls. Coolest bath vanity area ever. Look at the flooring. And then her sink with that natural light just flooding in. Such a great place to do your makeup. An old, it's almost like a library / apothecary cabinet for all her extras. There's another one there in the area of the toilette. And her closet, which is like a whole other bedroom. Look at that amazing ottoman. So bohemian. I love that. She puts her makeup on actually there, sits. She has also a little tea area there, so she doesn't even have to go downstairs. Look at the storage. And she has it like set up so cool. It's like you could just go through every part of it. Now this is the guest bath, and you'll see all of our stuff there. Love all the bathrobes hanging just as a guest. Pick a color, any color. Taken so many bubble baths in that huge clawfoot tub. And again, the lighting with all of the windows coming in. Me waving at you in my PJs. Because I think that day we all stayed in our PJs and no makeup day. This is back downstairs, right across the hall from her office, another clawfoot tub. And, of course, for privacy, we have the shades drawn here. But the little kitty cat has always held the soap. You know, those things that every time you go visit a place you love, sometimes what we love is the sameness, right? The things we know we can count on. And then a little sink there in the bath. Again, there's the office. We're just going to walk through it. This sitting room is one of my favorites. Her son Keegan creates beautiful music. You should totally look him up on Spotify or iTunes, Keegan McEnroe, especially if you love ballads. This ceiling is so intricate and the colors are just so well done. Just again, a little sitting area, but what I remember him sitting on the red couch playing for us so often with his guitar. Another great fireplace, of course, and I love that the fireplaces are each completely different. Now we've gone upstairs into the attic where you can kind of see from the turret the view. This tree was not even up to the roof when she bought the house. So you can see the barn back there, a 2-story barn. And several years ago, actually, we were on a trip together and we had a horrific hailstorm. You can see it totally almost destroyed that mosaic table. So much damage done to the windows and the house itself. But it has all been, like I said, restored. Master craftsman restored. So here we're in the hallway outside of her closet, and this is a picture of her folks, the beginning and the end, and this little secret stairwell leads to a favorite spot of ours. I know it's going to be a favorite spot of yours as well as you see it. So you come up, and she does so great just making it feel like it's still that era, right? And so this is like a little bunkhouse in the attic. And so we're gonna show you that other part of the attic in just a moment. It's my personal favorite. But this sleeps, let's see, does it sleep maybe 5 or 6? Has just a little, like a half bath. But each bed has a little different spread on it. A little bookshelf for relaxing reading, and a little coffee nook as well as some storage and dress up clothes. Just like I said, a little half bath there for it to take care of the necessities, and a mirror for all things dress up so that we can have play and imagine time. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. So some treasures from her childhood and beyond. And then where we're headed is my personal favorite. If I could live anywhere, this is where I'd live. So this is actually the attic, y'all. But doesn't it look like something like from a movie set? The exposed brick. The old movie theater chairs, the tapestries just hanging in different parts. Of course, you can see the exposed wood and insulation, but every single nook and cranny is created to be a spot for when you just need to get away from the world, when you just need to snuggle up on some pillows and read a good book or write in your journal. Light some candles in the evening, snuggle in. Of course, when it's cooler, it can be used for extra storage. I love these spider web windows. It's a little hard to see, but they have the dark wrought iron spider web motif over the glass. Another bit of pretend. You can see this is a special area for her granddaughter, with some of the little cute skeletons, the pretty lamp hanging, some sports memorabilia. Great table if we want to play cards or games. Another really cute snuggle in area, sleep overnight, more movie chairs. So each area just kind of has its own theme and vibe, and like I said, another little book nook and chair for reading, some more paintings of hers, yet another table if you just wanted to have some coffee or snack time, and the windows are usually open up here just to create a breeze. Beautiful woodwork even on the inside, great view. Of course, it's an attic, so it has to be constantly cleaned to really let the guests fully enjoy it. Isn't it the coolest place, though? I just adore it. And every time of day, the vibe is just a little different. The later in the day it gets, the cozier it becomes. Great place for dreaming. This is another room. This is actually the musician, Keegan's room, when he's here. So many great songs have taken birth right here. And next door, Tyson the master bartender. But this is where Danny and I stayed this weekend. And it has a great Western feel to it. So it's just a house of dreams. Dreams come true, for sure. And now you'll get to enjoy some of the photos prior to packing. I hope you loved it as much as I loved showing you. I hope it's cast new visions of hope and imagination for you. Thanks for tuning in.